Hi, it's Jason the Golf Principles here in Basingstoke, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about different drivers and different swings. Now, I'm going to use Matt Kuchar as an example on certain products suiting certain players. Now, Kuchar, as you're probably all well aware, is that funky little swing that gets a little bit what is perceived as a flat swing. It's actually a pretty pure one plane swing. He's probably the best at it right now and one of the most consistent performers on tour. Now, Kuchar's driver is very interesting. He uses what they call a graphite design DJ6. Now, that's different to Tiger's DI shaft. The DJ hits it slightly higher. He's also got a 10.5 loft on his Bridgestone driver. Now, the reason why that Kuchar has to have that loft and shaft to get it up is because he's almost perfect 0-0-0. He's one of the few guys on TrackMan who zeroes out on path, face angle and direction. So he is very pure through the ball. So he, as he comes in, is very, very flat into the ball. He needs something to get the thing up with a little bit of spin to get it up, because he spins it at about 2,500 revs, which is perfect. He's not the quickest guy in the world, he's about 106, 107, but he's very efficient. He maximises his ball speed to club head ratios, but he needs something that's going to come in very, very flat and get it up and get it out. Otherwise he's going to struggle to flight it. If he went to a lower loft or a lower launching shaft, he would carry it not very far. It might run a long way, but it wouldn't carry very far. And out in the US, where the carries are traditionally quite big, he needs that up and out type feel. Now, that's for the classic, what we call one plane action. Okay, let's take the opposite on that and use Bubba. So Bubba stands there. I'm going to do it right-handed because I can't do left-handed. But Bubba's up there, real high arms, real left, right, in his case, left leg locked, right leg for me, hands high, very steep action. Takes divots the size of, well, huge divots, size of football pitches with his irons. The driver swing for him, he's coming down, he backs out of it, he's getting out of the way of it. You've seen that finish where he jumps out of the way. He's got a 7.5, even less, maybe 7-degree lofted driver. He needs that low loft because he's coming up and he needs that low loft to keep it going forwards. If Bubba hit a 10.5, it'd be somewhere up near the space station. So each swing had its own individual characteristics to try and keep within a certain window of launch and spin. Two different golf swings, you know, they're so different, they're miles apart, but they get the job done. There's more than one way to play, but to dial the driver in, you need to understand what are my launch, what are my spin characteristics, and also what am I trying to do with my swing. Those of you who are working with coaches out there that are changing your action, that maybe are going more two-plane or more one-plane, that's fine, but understand that you'll need to possibly look at changing your equipment. I have this theory that I call it parallel lines. Product and coaching go side by side. If one goes ahead of the other, you've got an imbalance. So if you're working with somebody, always keep a check of, is my equipment, you know, in spec? Do I need to change the line, change the shaft, change the loft to get what my coach is looking for? The guys on tour are lucky they can walk on the vans and be done instantly. But for you guys out there working on your games, try and understand that if you're changing your action, that might need a change of equipment. But those two swings I've just spoke about there, two different actions, two different drivers. Think about that as you work on your own games. Thanks a lot.